President Putin rarely comments on the status of the war, but while addressing his Human Rights Council, he admitted the conflict could be a long process. He also warned that nuclear war is becoming more likely.
This risk is increasing. Why deny it? Our strategy for the use of weapons of mass destruction, for nuclear weapons, is all built around the so-called retaliatory strike policy. When we are hit, we strike back. We are not crazy, and we are aware of what nuclear weapons are. We have these means, and ours are more advanced and more modern than those of any other nuclear country.
Under the cover of night, an alarming plot foiled by German special forces.
Several members of the terrorist organization considered entering the German parliament through the use of force.
25 people were arrested, suspected of planning a coup to overthrow the German government, all allegedly connected to the Reich Citizens Movement, a far-right group that denies the legitimacy of Germany's post-war government. Germany's top security official.
The suspected terrorist group uncovered today was founded based on coup d'etat fantasies and conspiracy ideologies.
22 of those arrested are alleged members of the group. 3 others are alleged supporters. 2 more were detained in Italy and Austria, and 27 others are still being investigated. The German newspaper Der Spiegel identified 2 suspected ringleaders, one a prince and well-known member of minor nobility, the other a former paratrooper. Police raids are not unusual in Germany, but the scale of the operation was rare. Prosecutors say some 3,000 officers conducted searches at 130 sites across the country. Officials say the coup plot was extensive, with a plan to set up a new state complete with a military arm.
The investigations provide a glimpse into the abyss of a terrorist threat.
A glimpse into the group's past shows the danger it presents. In 2020, supporters attempted to storm the German parliament. The year before, the group killed a politician. German intelligence believes about 21,000 people are involved in the Reich Citizens Movement.
North Korea has been testing a barrage of missiles, while some are falling in the sea, alarming the neighbors, South Korea. Some missiles also have flown menacingly close to Japan, with one missile even flying over Japan. And now some Japanese are taking it upon themselves to protect themselves in case of a missile hit. Take a look at this report about how some Japanese are building bomb shelters to keep themselves safe in case of the worst-case scenario.
The Moroshi family has joined a small but growing number of Japanese who are taking security into their own hands. Some reached out to Now Engineering, which has been selling its Crisis 1 shelters since December 2021, but saw a surge in inquiries after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February. Yoshimitsu Koyano is the company's senior managing director.
There is talk about Russia actually using nuclear weapons. Chinese missiles have landed inside the EEZ, and the number of North Korean missile incidents has been growing. So among Japanese people overall, this has triggered the feeling that they'd like to have a bomb shelter at home, and as a result, orders have risen.
Now's shelters are about the size of a large walk-in closet. Made of iron, they have lead plating to withstand all but direct hit from a missile or a nuclear blast. And an Israeli-made filtration system will keep out radiation or dangerous gas. But that protection comes at a price. The shelters, custom-built at Now's factory, cost 6 million yen, or about $44,000, before installation expenses.
Moving on, the U.S. Congress is set to start voting on a massive military policy bill, including authorization of up to $10 billion in security aid and fast-tracked weapons procurement for Taiwan. However, the compromise version of the annual National Defense Authorization Act, or the NDAA, does not include some controversial provisions that Taiwan lawmakers proposed this year. Some of the provisions were to include sanctions in the event of significant escalation in aggression against Taiwan by China, and a proposal that Taiwan be treated as a major non-NATO ally. China considers Taiwan its territory. This comes despite the fact that there is a concern within President Joe Biden's administration that the bill could heighten tensions with China. The $858 billion military policy bill is expected to pass Congress and be signed into law this month. The Taiwan Enhanced Resilience Act grants assistance for Taiwan up to $2 billion per year from 2023 through 2027. Meanwhile, Taiwan's foreign ministry expressed its gratitude towards the United States for the continued strong support for Taiwan's security.